And the digital transformation is broadening the universe for service providers beyond just connectivity and now towards managed services. Companies like Dell EMC are also allowing operators to leverage IoT solutions to tie server and storage capabilities back to the edge of the network.
So there's a significant shift when we look at our customers, small, medium business, and enterprise, the way in which they consume their IT services. And when we look into the future, increasingly they're looking to move many of those functions and capabilities out into the service provider community. So they'll be looking to traditional telecom operators, but increasingly managed service providers, cloud service providers, to deliver their new mechanisms and functions for how they want to consume enterprise IT services. One of the biggest use cases we see with the service providers are how they can address industry verticals using capabilities like IoT. And at the heart of that is putting compute capacity and capabilities at the edge of the network so you can onboard different types of technologies, different types of services, but that's critical to unlocking a whole new set of use cases, business cases for the service providers.
Here we're demonstrating how Impact works nicely with Dell's Edge Gateway series. There's a version of Impact that's running in the cloud that's collecting data from multiple sensors, as well as data from the Edge Gateway itself. We also have a version of our Impact software running on the Dell Edge Gateway. What it's doing is it's collecting data from sensors, providing device protocol adaptation, storing some of the data, processing it, and then when it makes sense, sends it up to the cloud to be able to correlate it across the board.
So what we have here is an integrated solution where Emerson has partnered with Dell, Microsoft, and OSIsoft to take sensor data from industrial equipment and then send that information to the cloud, where we're hosting application software that can monitor for energy efficiency and equipment availability and performance. So as you can see here, I have a temperature transmitter and it's communicating wirelessly through this network, and you can see the actual temperature reading coming in from the cloud on the OSI software that's displaying it. So this is real-time connectivity from the OT space into the cloud, leveraging IT technology, and then to our tablet here at the show floor.
The demo that we have is an agricultural demo that Dell asked us to put together, and so it's demonstrating that you can put one of these sensors in the field and measure things like, in this case, light, humidity, and other things, temperature, and report back to you wherever you have a data connection or an internet connection. We utilize this solution in our factories when we have anomalies that we can't explain. We need to get data out of our systems. We can strap one of these sensors on, couple it with the Dell gateway, and start seeing information directly.
When we look at the markets, the telecom service providers will have a very strong role to play. First, because they know, of course, they have the expertise about network infrastructure, and so they are going to expand their LTE networks towards more support of IoT, and eventually towards IoT as part of 5G. So it gives the telcos a significant role.